Bitcoin once again saw another breakdown and saw another dump back towards the downside. Now what is going to be very important is to not be getting fooled right now. Because yes, even though Bitcoin is dumping towards the downside, right now should actually be the time to be paying attention and to prepare yourself in the market. So we need to be talking about that exactly. We need to be talking about a lot of important Bitcoin charts. So guys, can we once again push up the likes back above the 300 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into that short term. And at first sight, it is not looking that good because first of all, we have gotten this breakdown of this mathematical triangle. Second of all, we are falling down below this previous level of support, right now turning into resistance at this moment. And yes, of course, after our weekend was over yesterday, well, we immediately dumped back towards the downside. And yes, also my Bitcoin trade is not looking all too bright because it is right now in a pretty heavy loss. But yeah, I do not think that right now should be the time to be panicking. I do not think right now should be the time to be getting fooled. I actually think that right now is going to be a very good moment to pay attention in the market, because what we can be having a look in towards is some kind of a falling wedge pattern right now being developed. As you can be seeing, we are developing this resistance level and also this support level right now, squeezing us inside of this falling wedge pattern, which is poised to break out either today or maybe even tomorrow. So yeah, this is maybe going to be giving us that shorter term relief and shorter term bounce that we actually do need in the market in the short term, because quite frankly, it is not looking all too great. We are getting many breakdowns right now. It is not looking all too good, but if we can be breaking this one out towards the upside, well, that can be giving us a little bit of that relief. But yeah, maybe in the short term, we are getting many breakdowns right now. But in my opinion, right now should actually be the time to be paying attention, because Bitcoin is coming pretty close towards that Bitcoin bottom, and I'm going to be explaining exactly why. But anyways, right now is not going to be the time for me to be panicking. I think that this Bitcoin position is going to be completely fine. I do not think I'm going to be getting liquidated at all. But about that exactly, I will be talking a little bit later. First of all, if we are going to be having a look in towards the traditional market, in towards the stock market, we can actually be seeing that retail is flipping bearish right now. And the last time this has happened was exactly during this bottom over here. This could once again be indicating that once again we are going to be finding a close towards that bottom right now at this current moment. And of course, we do know that the traditional markets and the Bitcoin market is pretty correlated. So if the stock market is going to be finding its bottom, well, Bitcoin pretty likely is also going to be bottoming out anytime soon. Now, on top of that, we can actually be seeing the same exact thing with the Bitcoin market, because the majority is quite literally shorting right now. So we can be seeing with the stock market, retail is flipping bearish, but also for the Bitcoin market, also retail is flipping bearish. We can be having a look into what's the Bitcoin funding rates, which have been declining heavily, while Bitcoin has just been kind of bullishly consolidating over here. And what we can be seeing is that the Bitcoin funding rates have been flipping negative. And in previous bull market, whenever the Bitcoin funding rates have been flipping negative, it has always been a very good moment to buy. So yeah, this signal once again is going to be indicating that we are coming very close towards that Bitcoin bottom. On top of that, we do know that Bitcoin tends to move towards a place where the majority of the liquidity is sitting at. Right now, most definitely, that majority of the liquidity is starting to be developed on that top side. We can be having a look into a level at the 71.6k level, and also a huge level at the 67.4k level. So both of these levels, a lot of liquidity is sitting at, and pretty likely it is just going to be inevitably getting grabbed. So yeah, a bullish consolidation right now for Bitcoin at this moment. While many people are actually flipping bearish right now over here, I am flipping bullish, and I am preparing myself for that next leg towards the upside. Now, when do I think that next leg towards the upside is going to be getting initiated? Well, it is going to be when this R-side downtrend breaks, because in the previous two instances, we could be seeing that whenever this R-side downtrend got broken, well, that was exactly the point where Bitcoin initiated that next leg towards the upside. So once again, if we are going to be breaking above this R-side downtrend, I think we are going to be getting our next move towards the upside getting initiated. So yeah, having a look into what's that longer term, it is just looking very likely that we are coming very close towards our Bitcoin bottom, but just in the short term, it is just looking a little bit more bearish. We are just literally invalidating every single signal towards the upside. In that short term, Bitcoin is just having a little bit of a hard time, but in the longer term, definitely do not get fooled right now. We are coming very close towards that Bitcoin bottom, and that is exactly the reason why I am still in this Bitcoin long position. Now, this falling wedge pattern could be indicating that yes, in the short term, we might be seeing a little bit of a relief, and that could be the catalyst for a way bigger move towards the upside if we are also going to be breaking this consolidation towards the upside. And if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself, make sure to check out that first link down below, because you can right now be claiming this $2,000 trade over on Bybit. On top of that, you are going to be eligible for a $40,000 deposit bonus. So make sure to check out that first link down below. And if Bybit is not going to be available in your country, make sure to check out these other two links, Femex or Deepcoin. Now, about my Bitcoin trade, I do not think that I'm going to be getting liquidated, because if we are going to be having a look into what's the standard of this Bitcoin bull market, we have not seen a greater correction than a minus 20% correction. And right now, we have already kind of seen this minus 20% correction benchmark. So I do not think that we are going to be headed any lower than that 59k level. Now, what I do think is that anytime soon, we are about to create our next leg towards the upside. And what many people are talking about is sell in May, but I think that this is a little bit of a nonsense theory, especially during an election year, because during an election year, usually we are seeing the best 6 months actually performing after May. And after we have just seen actually April pretty likely closing in the red, well, I think that we have a pretty good setup for the rest of this year. We are in this exponential Bitcoin move, and we have just formed another base over here, and anytime soon we are about to create our next leg towards the upside, in my opinion. So yeah, that is why I'm saying, please do not get fooled by the short-term Bitcoin dump right now. Have a look into what's the longer term. But anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.